guys, we are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. So, Nicki Minaj outsells Gaga for a second week in a row. Now, Mayhem, which sold 219,000 first week, which did not outsell Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 first week sales, but now for the second week has failed to outsell Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj sold 100,000 for the second week of Pink Friday 2. Unfortunately, Mayhem only did 74,000. Okay. Now, the funny part about this is that she got this big record with Bruno. Okay. Which I love. Die with a Smile is going to be a classic record. I'm being honest with you. I love that record. But it's funny that she got this big record. She had a big budget for that music video she put out with Abracadabra. And it feels like her songs are not sticking. Now, if you know the real tea about Gaga is on Patreon, you can check it out. About why she's being pushed out of the industry, you can go to Patreon to check that out. But with that being said, it's clear as day that Gaga is not getting the same push she used to get. And unfortunately, the Little Monsters are not as, I guess, resilient and don't support their fave like the Barbs do Nicki Minaj, okay? But a lot of people are shocked that she couldn't even do 100K for the second week, and that she's not outselling Nicki Minaj the second week, so she's getting clowned. I don't think Gaga deserves to get clowned. She's still an icon. She's still a legend in the game. It is, unfortunately, when you no longer get a push, artists have to rely on their fans for big support. And the thing about the Barbs, they're willing to support Nicki Minaj no matter what, because they're loyal to her and they want to see her win. I think, the Little Monsters, they overestimated Gaga when, she got that #1 hit with Bruno. But just because your song go #1, that don't mean the album is going to sell. Okay? We've seen that with Purdue Chicken. We've seen that with D0JA Cat. D0JA Cat had, I think, a #1 with The Town is Dead, or The Town is Red. I think that's what it's called. And with that being said, she only did 78,000 or 72,000 first week for Scarlet. So, people got to understand that if you don't have a solid fan base, you ain't going to last in the game. Now, moving on from that, Botch and Bitter allegedly is not happy, okay, with Titanic Records trying to poach Nicki Minaj. Now, if you know the history behind Titanic Records and Nicki, they tried to sign Nicki Minaj when she was looking for a label, and she ended up going with Young Money, and Titanic Records, they were not happy about that, and that's why they started the Nicki Minaj hate train. Well, they were a part of it. They didn't fully start it, but they were a part of it. With that being said, though, when she worked with them, which she did do because she was on the Barbie soundtrack, which they produced, that album was under Titanic Records, the Barbie soundtrack, which was very successful. They helped Nicki Minaj get a nomination at the Scammys for Barbie World, which also has Ice Spice on it. And, they want to work with her, okay? She's not really getting a push at Republic. They definitely did not push Pink Friday 2. I'm hearing that if Nicki Minaj signs a deal with Titanic Records, they are willing to help her with her next era. And here's the thing. Y'all might say, why would she work with them? They were sabotaging her. But did they sabotage Barbie World? See, you guys got to remember, they're willing to help Nicki as long as she's willing to work with them. If she doesn't work with them, they're going to sabotage her. And that's how all labels move. It's not just, Titanic Records. A lot of labels move shiesty like that. But with that being said, I feel like Universal and Republic, they're not really helping Nicki. She's giving them all this money. Her albums go #1. She has a lot of chart success. The highest selling female rapper of all time, has the highest tour grossing female rap tour of all time. And it's like they don't really care. They don't be giving her a push. They don't give her a budget. You know, they rather push Koi Fish, who's a big flop, than Nicki Minaj. Okay? So I think Nicki Minaj should move over to Titanic Records, because at least when she put out that song, she was getting a push. And she also publicly thanked Titanic Records when that happened. So with that being said, I feel like if they drop Cardi B, Nicki Minaj should go to Titanic Records. I think that she should say, listen, Cardi B not selling nothing anyway. 10 years in the game. No second album. If you drop her, I will move heavy on it to Titanic Records, because she has her own label, which is currently under Republic. And here's the thing. Cardi B don't sell. So I think they would benefit from Nicki Minaj rather than Cardi B. No shade. And allegedly, Cardi B wasn't too happy with Titanic Records when they were pushing Barbie World. But she hasn't had a major hit in years. Oh my goodness, Doja stole Doja Cat's payola. Poor Doja Cat, she don't deserve this. Now, it has been reported that Doja is now the most streamed female rapper of 2025 on PÄY0LA 5 with 955 million streams. She is also the top performing female rapper on Apple Music. Wow, wow, wow. So Doja is dominating. I love Doja. I want to make that very clear. I support Doja. I think she's very talented. She deserves the success. Do I believe that is 100% organic? No, I don't. But I'm not mad at the PÄY0LA, because when Ice Spice and Sabrina Carpenter and all the other favorite, I guess, female rappers and pop stars were getting it, everybody was mute. When Gorilla Glue was getting on the PÄY0LA in the world, you think her success was just magically organic? No. No shade of Gorilla Glue. She got bops, but a lot of these artists, especially the newer artists, get PÄY0LA. Okay, let's be very clear. No shade. But I feel as though Doja has taken Doja Cat's PÄY0LA. I think something ain't right. I just don't feel like Doja is getting more streams than Doja Cat or Nicki Minaj organically. I just don't believe that, because she don't have a say-so. Let's be very clear. She don't have a super bass. She don't have a say-so. She don't got a Ruby the sleaze. She don't even got, in my opinion, a Super Freaky Girl. She don't got a Town is Dead. She don't got like a Woman. She don't got the hits Doja Cat and Nicki Minaj got. So I feel as though some PÄY0LA has been sent to Doja, and she deserves it. She's talented, but she definitely took Doja Cat's PÄY0LA. I think the PÄY0LA has been removed from Doja Cat and given to Doja. Okay? So congratulations to Doja Cat. I don't know what you need to do, but you got to get your PÄY0LA back, boo. Because that album cannot flop. If you don't sell 100K for the next album, I'm going to have to give you Donkey Today. I really don't want to, because I like you, Doja. So please get that PÄY0LA package back. Now, fans are saying Tyla is our generation's Rihanna, maybe even better. Oh, hell no. I like Tyla. She do got bops, okay? She can perform and she can sing. But we will never disrespect the icon, the queen of makeup, for no damn Tyla. That's what we won't do. Does Tyla have an anti? I don't think so. Anti is a classic. She don't even got an unapologetic. She don't even got a good girl gone bad era like Riri. Riri's eras for music, iconic. Okay? So with that being said, I'm gonna have to disagree. Now, the industry is pushing for Tyla to replace Rihanna. That's what the industry is pushing. That's why you see all these damn comparisons. But I feel like Tyla's hype doesn't match up to her catalog. Rihanna's catalog is elite, okay? But I will say, I do believe that Tyla is a better performer than Rihanna. But other than that, she ain't got what Rihanna got. Rihanna got the hits. Rihanna got the catalog. Rihanna had the scandals. Rihanna had the looks. Rihanna had everything, okay? She was the ultimate pop star. Tyla, to me, is a boring pop star. Fans are not happy with what people are saying about Tyla being this generation's Rihanna. A fan clapped back and said, "Water is her Pond replay and is already 2 years old. Where's her umbrella? She already 23. By the time Rihanna turned 23, she had 10 number ones. Wow, wow, wow. They clocking Tyla." That's the thing about Tyla. Like, she has songs, but she don't really have a lot of hits. Okay, I feel like she should have more hits if you want to be compared to Riri. Because Riri, I believe she has 14 number ones or 18 number ones. She up there. Okay? And, her catalog's extensive. I think Tyla need to play catch up quickly. Okay? Because Rihanna was putting out hits every year when she was active. So, I think Tyla need to step it up. But maybe she not getting that PÄY0LA package D0JA is getting. That's what she needs. She needs that PÄY0LA package. But we love Tyla, who's a princess in the game, and we love Queen of Makeup, Riri. And they both are dominating. One is dominating somewhat in music, and one is dominating in makeup. Now, moving on to Queen Bee. As we know, Queen Bee and Camel Face have threatened Kanye West with legal action for the evil words he said about their younger children for being R words. He basically said that he thought they were slow, or that they are slow. Okay? Allegedly, he will be doubling down on it in an interview with Academics. Okay? He got an interview with Academics coming, and he will be doubling down on what he said about Queen Bee and Camel Face's children. I'm hearing that Queen Bee and Camel Face, they're gonna end up taking legal action with Kanye West if he continues with saying stuff about their children. And allegedly, she wants millions of dollars. I'm hearing it could be like 10 million. The Carters don't play. Now, you may be wondering, could he actually sue if it's true? I feel like he's going to have to prove it in court. See, what people fail to realize is that it's not what is true or false in court, but it's what you can really prove in court, okay? So, hypothetically, if it's true, he's going to have to prove that in court. He can't just say, "Oh, we never seen them out." That's not how it's going to work, okay? You're going to have to get real evidence that they are slow. If you don't have that, you just can't say that out in the open like that. So, Queen Bee and Camel Face will be coming for even anybody else that will back up Kanye West's claims. I think Kanye West should tread lightly. Talking about innocent children, that's not a good thing. That's very bad karma. And honestly, the way his career is going, I don't even think he really cares. But let me know how y'all feel about it. Now, moving on from that, it was reported that D0JA was commented under Megan Thee Stallion's picture and called her a Barbie. Fans were not too happy about that, okay? They said that Megan Thee Stallion is no Barbie because she's 6'4", okay? Now, I think Megan looks good. Does it give Barbie aesthetic? No, but she definitely looks good. And I think that D0JA wasn't really trying to shade anybody. I think she was just trying to give Megan Thee Stallion a compliment because they are going to be doing a collaboration together. So I think that's what it was. I don't really think it was, necessarily a slight to anybody. I think she was just trying to say that Megan Thee Stallion looks good. And now, moving on from that, L0NG and Sherri Shepherd had a confrontation in the Broadway lobby. Sherri Shepherd briefly spoke about it on her, I believe, talk show. This is what she had to say.
Next, I'm named celebrity actress who shall remain nameless. I'm standing there talking, somebody grabbed my arms and they forcefully turned me around. So I'm in a good mood. So I go, "Hi, Hi, what's going on? Because I know her. And she says to me, she goes, you've been shading me a lot. That's what she said to me. And I said to her, I said, no, I haven't, because I was really confused. And then she goes, yes, you have. And then she just walked off. Now, let me tell you something. First of all, I know who I shade because I don't shade many people. It might be one person I shade. And I never have shaded this unnamed celebrity. And I'm like, so she came up to me in front of everybody going, you shaded me. And then she walks off. So, hey, unnamed. So I was mad. I was really mad. And I said, you know what? You don't freaking get to do that to me. So I went to the bathroom during intermission. I stood there for 15 minutes waiting for a meeting in the ladies' room. Okay? I stood there. You want to tell me I shaded you? So I would say the unnamed celebrity, because you think I done shaded you, which means you watch my show. I don't know who you think I am. I think you get me confused with somebody, one of the bloggers or the influencers, because I know I didn't shade you. Matter of fact, when something scandalous came up about you, I was on your side when it happened. So I would say the unnamed celebrity, because we've known each other a long time. Come sit on my couch so we can talk about it. And you know who you are.
Now, let me know how y'all feel about that. Here's the thing with Nia Long. How are you going to confront somebody and then walk away? That's corny, okay? It looked like you really didn't want the smoke to me, okay? A lot of people are on Nia Long's side because, no shade, she's probably better looking than Sherri Shepherd. She is also a really big actress, an icon in the game. So I see a lot of people say, oh, I'm on Nia Long's side. But who confronts somebody about what they allegedly said, and then after you confront them, you walk away? And you don't even mention what the person said anyway. You didn't even say, oh, you said X, Y, and Z. You just said that she was shading you, but you never mentioned what she said. That just doesn't make any sense to me, Nia Long. I don't know. I like Nia. I don't want to have to give her donkey of the day, but that confrontation story makes no sense. How are you going to confront somebody and then you don't even really acknowledge what the person said about you? Okay? I don't think you really had all the right information, because I don't watch Sherri Shepherd, but she's not really super messy. The only person that she has really publicly shaded was Megan Thee Stallion. When Megan Thee Stallion went to that red carpet basically naked, she dragged her. But everybody else, she usually don't do that to. So I think you got her confused with somebody else, Nia. No shade. But let me know how y'all feel about it. I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.